breaking news today.
Please subscribe and check notification box to get all breaking news alerts.
Parents heard about who just walked into their kids' high school and rushed to pick them up early. The parents could not believe who came to their school and they were not happy about it. They saw the Secret Service outside of the school and probably freaked out and thought there was something terrible happening. Nope. All is good. The Secret Service was there to protect Ivanka Trump and Ginni Rometty. They made a surprise visit to a Connecticut high school, but a few parents who noticed this were extremely livid. Not all parents, just a select few were upset that Trump was there. You would think a school shooter was there, but not quite. The daughter of the President of the United States stopped by to talk with students, but some parents just couldn't handle it and their children missed a wonderful opportunity to connect with successful women. Ivanka Trump arrived at Norwalk Early College Academy, located at the Norwalk High School, with IBM CEO, Ginni Rometty. The pair talked to numerous students at the school about various topics, and it appears as though everything was very lively and fun. Can you imagine being a high school student and watching the CEO of IBM and Ivanka Trump walk into your classroom? The students probably didn't know who Rometty was, but once they learned what her occupation was, then they were probably staring at her with eyes wide open and imagined themselves in her shoes as a highly respected corporate mogul. And of course, how could they not know who Ivanka Trump is? If they've caught a glimpse of the news in any form, then the students have most likely seen her face. Besides, the last name Trump should ring a bell for those who were unaware. It must have been quite a surprise for the students and staff. From a teacher perspective, they probably got a well-deserved extra bathroom break. From the reports we've read, it sounds like Ivanka Trump and Ginni Rometty were extremely impressed with the students they spoke to. As you can tell in the photos from the hour, it's all smiles and hugs from these bright young future successful adults. Talking to successful people is what kids missed when their irritable parents yanked them from a lovely event. It's nice to see a high school that legitimately prepares their graduates for the real world. The school provides kids with more talent and experience than one can get by taking gender studies in a liberal arts college. By the way, the associate's degree the students earn is free. USA Today reports. Norwalk, Connecticut. AP, parents of students at a Connecticut high school say they were upset when Ivanka Trump made an unannounced visit. Some parents pulled their children from class on Monday, saying they were troubled they were not told in advance that President Trump's daughter and senior White House advisor was paying a visit to Norwalk Early College Academy at Norwalk High School. Carrie Fitzgerald, of Norwalk, told News 12 Connecticut she thinks parents should have had the choice of whether to send their child to school when Ivanka Trump was there. Ivanka Trump and IBM CEO Ginni Rometty spoke with a handful of students at the academy. It runs on a program developed by IBM to allow students to simultaneously earn a high school diploma, associate degree and develop technical skills. IBM designed the program at the Norwalk Early College Academy and that's why the CEO was there to visit and see how her program was doing. Was the program living up to its expectations and producing for the students? It sure seems like it. If a high school student graduates and already has an associate's degree and technical job skills, then they are at least 2 years ahead of most graduates. Many teenagers graduate high school with little to no skills and barely enough intelligence to pass 12th grade. These students will have the option to enter college with credits that can likely be applied to their major or they can choose the path of technical jobs. Life offers different roads for everyone, and these students are well prepared for both options, whichever they may choose. When I read that parents were upset at the surprise visit and pulled their kids from class to avoid contact with Ivanka Trump, then I automatically felt embarrassed for those children. So many problems exist with a parent angrily jerking their child out of class because the American president's daughter and CEO of a major company come to speak to students. If I had a teenager in high school and Hillary Clinton walked in to speak to the kids, then I would encourage my student to be there. I would hope that my child crafted questions based on intelligence, fact, and civil discourse. There's no way I would ever prevent my child from talking to someone like Ivanka Trump. Conversations solve problems and open minds to new ways of thinking. Pulling kids from class so they don't speak to the president's daughter is not only embarrassing but shows signs of significant weakness. For the parents who pulled their kids from class to avoid talking to Ivanka Trump and Ginni Rometty, what were those parents afraid of? Were they scared that their child would think independently on their own and see the real truth about Ivanka Trump and how she's human and kind, not some monstrous evil spawn of a devil father? The kids would see her grace and elegance, her smile, and her overall charm as she walked into a class to spend time with people for free. Hillary would have probably charged $500,000 for the same thing. I feel sad for those kids who missed an opportunity to meet two hugely successful women. Shame on those parents who pulled their kids from this. Have those parents no couth? Follow us on Facebook at Freedom Daily.